right. Hello, Gemini. This is Darkest Dawn Tarot, and my name is Chelsea. And we are going to do a reading for the month of August for wherever we are now. Arguably these are timeless readings. It's just an energy check-in. I'm going to do a format of past, current, and future energy. And I'm also going to, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to let you know that this is for your sun, moon, rising, Venus. You can cross watch. You can, watch for a friend, check out what's going on with someone you love or someone you're, just curious about. And, yeah, well, let's go on that. It is a general reading. It's not, I'm not going to focus on love or relationships or, career or anything in particular. But if it comes up, I will bring it up. And yeah, I'm an intuitive reader, so I might not always interpret the cards in a traditional manner. And full disclosure, I did do a reading for you before this, but I think I'm already starting to feel the effects of Mercury retrograde because we are, in that shadow period. Your ruling planet is deciding to take a little bit of a nap. And so I couldn't get my message out clearly. I went well past the time frame that I wanted to stick to, and I was all over the place with metaphors and analogies, and it just wasn't a coherent message. So I'm going to do my best this time around to interpret the energies in an understandable way. And hopefully one that resonates and relates to you. If not, then that's fine. Maybe next reading will be yours. But we'll see. We're going to read for the collective here. All right. I'm going to try to speak clearly. It's that retrograde energy, man. It's getting to me already. That and probably the pot and a half of coffee I drank this morning. All right. Let's pull, let's cut again. I know I already did this. Oh, goodness. Even the cards don't want to stay in place. All right, let's pull past energies for Gemini, please. Past energies for Gemini. Oh. I'm laughing because that is the exact same card, the Hermit, that came out in your last reading, in the exact same position. So, here we go again. All right, show me current energies, please, for Gemini. Oh, I love it when I get another opportunity to, clearly the message is the same. I just need to find a coherent way of delivering it. Oh, goodness, that's too funny. You're going to have to take my word on that one. I know I'm new to the YouTube things. We got the Four of Pentacles. I know I'm new to the YouTube things. And that's come about from a major shift in my life. I've been reading tarot for a very long time and have not thought to, broadcast it. It's because I now live in a trailer, which is a new shift in my life. Oh, thank you. 3 cups. And is there any more that wants to come out? Any more? Any more? We're going to go with no, because this is the exact same card that was at the bottom of the deck the last time I did a reading for you. Literally an hour ago. Holy, okay. Well, that means that the energies are still very much the same. Obviously. Things aren't changed. I can't get over that. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, we're off to a good start then, Gemini. So, in your past here, we've got the Hermit. In your current, we've got the Four of Pentacles. And in your future, we have the Three of Cups. Very similar. And under the deck, we've got the Hangman, Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. And the King of Cups wants to make an appearance again. Okay, that was in your last one as well. Cool, cool. Oh, I love when that happens. That's so great. Okay, so before I say anything, in order to get a concise message out, I'm going to pull clarifiers right now. Because I have a funny feeling they're probably going to match the last one. Oh, wow. That's too good. Too good when that stuff happens. All right. And I hope you all can see me reasonably well. Normally I'm kind of more tucked in this corner and I set the camera up for that, but my little dog Digit is having a nap over here. I don't want to disturb her. And in the last reading I had kids playing in the background, and so it was kind of distracting me. Now they've gone inside, I'm assuming for dinner time, and they're quiet. So, okay. That's too funny. The Hermit and the Hangman again. The same majors. I mean, you've got different buyers, and there were, yeah. Okay, show me that Hermit. Show me that Hermit in the past energy for Gemini, please. Show me that Hermit in the past energy for... Okay. Justice and the Queen of Cups. Justice came out of the bottom of the deck after your clarifiers on that one for that. Yeah, this is all too similar. The King of Cups came out. Oh, okay. And Judgment. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. We got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck here. Okay. Show me that Four of Pentacles, please. Oh, oh. Again. This is too good. Okay, we got the Emperor and the Seven of Wands. This came out in your last one as well. And I was getting massive, just steadfast, stubborn energy for your current state. So, wow, this is too good. My mind's getting blown right now. I know you have no context in that. Maybe I'll post the other video as well, even though it's crazy long and incoherent. Just to, yep, Chariot came out as well. A lot of majors. And the Ace of Wands, which was in your past energy. Okay, show me that Three of Cups, please. Show me that Three of Cups, please. The Moon and the Five of Cups. The Moon came out in your last one as well. This is bonkers. I hesitated because I wanted to figure out which way they wanted me to take them, because I normally don't read reversals. So I had to listen there. Can I have one more, please, for that Three of Cups? One more, please, for that. Thank you. King of Swords. And oh, we've got the Tower. We've got the Tower and the Hermit again with the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Okay. Very, very similar energies. In fact, exactly the same, just different combinations of cards to create it this time. That's incredible. Though I will say, this reading compared to the last one I just did offers the message that I was struggling to get across concisely in that past reading, and that is an owning of your own power. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm now talking about current energies, but let's talk about your past. Now, I know as a Gemini, you're very, very good at letting go and moving forward, and you don't spend a lot of time dwelling in past energies, which is an admirable trait. So here, to clarify the Hermit, we have the Justice, Queen of Cups, and Judgment. Now, very simply put, I should say, you've had a karmic return that has broadened your perspective as to what your purpose is, or at least changed your perspective, and the view in which you hold, I would say, of yourself, and you know, how you conduct yourself in this human reality that we live, this lovely society of ours that is ever shifting and changing, and you've had a level of spiritual ascension for sure. And yes, I know I say sure weird. I kind of do it now just on purpose. For sure, you had some sort of shakening. It's a shake up and an awakening, a shakening. You've had some sort of I feel like you went through a little bit of a dark night of the soul, and you kind of came out the other side more emotionally sound with yourself, with your environment, with your relationships, with your path in life, and your purpose. And that's beautiful. That is an excellent energy to be moving forward into. However, this is where it gets a bit tricky, because with that internal confidence and drive and understanding your spiritual call, having gone inside, done the shadow work, done, acknowledged who you are and what you want and how you can be and what you want to manifest in this life. There's a tiny bit of trouble letting go of the old version of you, pre-shakening. And now moving into what is next. There is still a level that I'm gathering here of clinging to old ways and being more, what's the word I'm looking for? In your current state, it's like you're being more reserved. Because maybe, like, it is such a brilliant thing for people to learn from their past mistakes and moving forward to try to do them different, to do, when you find yourself, to do things differently, when you find yourself in a similar situation and you have acknowledged, okay, this is how I handled quitting my job last time. It didn't go well. I stole a bunch of stuff from the freezer at work and, because I just said F you to everyone and didn't bother giving my 2 weeks notice, and that kind of bit me in the butt. Not saying that you did that. I'm just saying that could be seen by people as a mistake. And so you unpacked that choice and that action and went, why did I do that? How did I get here? This is not who I want to be. So moving forward, it feels like you're clinging too hard to the lesson and not being open enough to what can possibly come your way. Because, you have such a brilliant card here of movement. You've got the Chariot. But then it's clarifying the Four of Pentacles, the Emperor, it's clarifying the Four of Pentacles. And then we've got the Emperor, the Seven of Wands, and the Chariot. So it's like you've made up your mind that you have to move forward. You have to move forward. You have to move forward. And I know best how to move forward. That's what this is saying to me. I've learned. I have the tools. At least I think I do. I know best. Nothing's going to change my mind. But then the universe with the Chariot here is stepping in and saying, hold on. Gemini, who is telling you you know everything? If that's what you think, then I won't guide you. I know that that's not what this card, like that would be the card this way to a lot of traditional readers. But I'm getting a reversal vibe, even though it's in the upright, because the thing with the Chariot here is these two sphinxes that are pulling the Chariot, they are not actually pulling it. They're not pulling the Chariot here. There's no reins. They're guiding it forward, and they represent the light and the dark, and the light and the shadow. The shadow work you just did here, that you were called to do, that brought you to this level of ascension, that gave you that shakeup, that gave you the emotional stability and the collective heart wholeness to move forward with, what you are passionate about. Arguably you could say that the Hermit here, one way of interpreting the card is that his staff is actually the Ace of Wands. So you've got the passion, because it's illuminated in that card. And so, you know, you've been given this aha brilliant moment in life to, after sitting and re-examining yourself and experiencing a level of karmic justice for you from the universe, because you manifested it, because you did the work, because you dove deep, did what you needed to do in order to, and trusted within the universe in order to feel whole and stable and emotionally sound. But then yet you're still pulling in this very stubborn energy that I know best. I know best. I know how to be. And that's true, you do. I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. But it is a little more aggressive and closed off than open and loving and freeing. I mean, this Four of Pentacles and Seven of Wands here, I mean, that's not the same energy as this Queen of Cups. You know, that the Queen of Cups is a very loving, you know, generous, emotionally, you know, whole, glowing being. And at least that's how I see her. And you've got this sterile coldness of the Emperor, but this need and drive to move forward. Within that, it's almost like a lack mentality by not being open-minded. And so you're moving forward with a lack mentality, yet still oddly having trust in the universe. It's very weird. And I think that's what's going to lead to this Tower moment here. And then bring you right back to a Hermit situation. And having to be like, okay, wait a minute. I thought I knew what I was doing. Maybe I didn't. Now, I mean, and those moments happen in life where we do get so headstrong. We have a little bit of you know, we elevate our vibrations. Things start happening for us. You know, we practice our gratitude, this, that, and the things that we want start coming our way. You know, the law of attraction and all that, because we've you know, emptied ourselves and let go of the things that were dragging us down. But yet, you know, there's still more room to grow with that. You know, it's not like you can just read one book and know it all, because there is no book. The book is our experiences. The book is being written as we live. And so, I mean, the Emperor is only number 4, and the Chariot is number 7. Which means that, you know, the Emperor, as bold and strong, and the culmination of all 4 kings as he is, and as he has earned his Emperor status, you still have to move forward. You can't just cling to that status and assume that you've made it. No, you got to keep going. So I kind of want to pull one more on this. I will in a second. I will move over here to your future energies. You've got the Three of Cups clarified by the Moon in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the King of Swords. Now, this I really like. I think the Five of Cups is more of a Scorpio card. But in reverse, I get really serious Gemini energy. It's like I'm not going to dwell on what didn't work out. I'm not going to dwell on my spilled cups. I'm going to recognize and be grateful for the fact that I've got 2 still. And, you know, I'm going to join it up with other people that also have a cup each to share. And collectively, now we have 5 cups. We have, you know, all together, we've got 5 cups, and we can, you know, we all have a cup and 1 to spare. You know, there's 4 people in these cards. If you combine the 2, everyone's got a cup and 1 to spare. So we got plenty. We have more than we need, and we can celebrate with that. And so that is really, really cool energy. But there's an element here with the Moon and the King of Swords of not, the Moon in reverse and the King of Swords to me is saying, is saying that yes, you know the truth about yourself. You know that practicing gratitude and being around people and, you know, celebrate and cultivating or spending more energy in the connections in your life that matter, the things that drive you, the emotional paths that drive you, the things that are worth celebrating, putting your energy into that and being grateful for it is the best way to move forward. But you cannot do that at the expense of still carrying on this hermit journey. Otherwise, like I said, you end up with a tower moment, heading back to starting all over. We still have to accept that it is always important to look at things from different perspectives. You know, just because we feel like we know it all doesn't mean we do. And I'm not really calling you out here, Gemini. I guess I am, but, you know, and this is not meant to be harsh. This is just the energy that I get is that is this current, like, real stubbornness that is not allowing you to maybe break a cycle that you're in. And so that's where the tower comes in. In the last video I did, I used a really terrible metaphor about creating something and putting all your time and all your energy into it, and it just not working out. And you're almost, you know, like beaten up, coming up against a wall every single time. And you're still trying to push through, and you're still trying to push through, and you're still trying to push through. And instead of just, and you keep going and keep pushing because you know this is going to work. I can get through that wall. I can get through this barrier. I can get through to the other side. Instead of taking a step back and looking at it from a different perspective, and taking a pause, because I got the part of this energy, because all this back and forth, this weird stuck but yet moving, having to, it's a back and forth. It's like you move, like you're 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, one step back kind of energy. And instead of just not stepping for a minute, taking a deep breath, looking at things, both the light of the day and in the moonlight, from both angles, looking at the light, looking at the dark, and harnessing the actual truth and practicing proper gratitude instead of ignoring the fact that maybe you're not making as much progress as you thought you were. So that way you don't have a tower moment and you don't end up back in the hermit energy again. I do want to pull more on these two, so I think I'm going to, here. I was trying to make this one shorter, and I don't think it's going to be, because the energy is exactly the same, but I think my message is coming across a little bit better here. Okay, we're going to use a completely different deck. We're going to pull another deck here. I'm going to make sure I don't have any. Okay. I haven't shuffled these in a minute, so. But I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope this makes sense, because there's nothing negative going on here, and I'm not trying to call you out, because we all get stuck in that, and it might have a lot to do with the retrograde energy right now in your ruling planet, or the fact that your ruling planet is going retrograde. It's a perfect time to stop and reassess. Stop and reassess, and maybe go, on this journey, this hermit's journey that you've been going through, and the ascension you've experienced, the divine karma and judgment that's come through for you in order to follow wholeheartedly your passion and your pursuits in life, and have things that are worth celebrating, and focus on your gratitude versus the lack mentality that's happening here with the Four of Pentacles, because that's how I see it. When like what does a closed fist, what can you receive with a closed fist, right? My mom always says that to me. No, you need an open hand. In order to receive anything, you need an open hand. So insisting that, you have all that it takes, in my opinion, that's a bit of a closed fist. It's not open enough. I mean, I'm not saying that as a knock on your self-confidence. Do not get me wrong in that. You always have all you always have all, why can't I, Jesus, Mercury retrograde. You always have 100% of what it takes to move forward. The universe, with all these major arcanas, the universe is offering it to you. You just have to be open enough to receive it. And you have that within yourself, because once it's in you, it's there. But don't get so stubborn as to think that there's an upper limit on it. There's never a cap on how much you can receive from the universe. And as far as your ascension and your soul's journey is concerned, the lessons are endless. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that, you don't just go, okay, I'm full up of lessons. That's it. Learn them all for my life. Now I'm just going to coast. Like, that's not how it goes. It's more and more and more and more. You just, and you want to be open to that, because that's how you gain further ascension. I'm really trying not to make this sound super negative for you here, Gemini, because it's not meant to be. This is a really positive reading, and it just has, like everything, it just has a little bit of shadow in it, and a little bit of grit. But other than that, you've got beautiful cards, and I think the little bit of grit is because I've got this tower here under the deck, and I mean that could have been, and it was with the clarifier, so that could have, time's fluid or cyclical or however you want to see it. But so I mean, the tower moment could have been what led to this hermit in the first place that you just went through, or it could be coming. I'm not sure. It could be forcing you into that hangman energy and back into this hermit mode again, and it could be like a kind of a broken record cycle. Okay, I'm going to shush and clarify. Let's pull some more on this current energy, please. Oh yeah, these cards are smooth. I love these cards. A little bit more, please. A little bit more. Just need to see a little bit more. No, I'm not there yet. Oh, beauty. The Empress in reverse. Yeah. So we've got the Emperor upright and the Empress in reverse. Yeah, let me just have one more. And that's what I mean about the lack of growth. When you cling too tightly, you don't grow. And because the Empress is a nurturing card, she's mother. She's mother all. You've got the masculine and feminine versions here, and he's the caretaker of. She nurtures it and grows the things and grows the abundance, and he guards it. And this is not gender specific. It is he, she, them, they. We are all just universal energy. It does not matter how you identify. And cards don't pertain to that either. The Page of Swords, yes. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. And the Chariot again, so I'm going to leave it there. Okay, yeah, I think there's a, in your current state of being, and I really, really like. You are still trying to learn. You're trying to learn why this weird cycle of hermit to then tower to then hermit again all keeps happening, and then all this stuff in between. There's a desire to move forward. There's a call, I should say, to move forward. Kind of like, Gabriel here. I believe this is Gabriel. Yeah. With his horn. There's a call to move forward. There's a call to come back. And like I said, rise back up and move forward again. But we gotta let go of this stubborn energy. And I think that's what you're examining within yourself is okay, what are the patterns that I keep doing that keep bringing me around to this cycle again? Is it my thoughts? Is it where I'm placing my, where I'm placing my waters, where I'm placing my wands? Am I feeling like I have to go about this all by myself? Because the amount of major arcanas right now, you don't. None of us ever do. We have our community, which is in the future. Maybe that is the breakthrough that's needed here. Maybe you need to lean on people more in order to break this cycle. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your partner, talk to your loved ones, talk to your dog, talk to yourself. I do that all the time. I mean, technically I'm talking to you right now, but there's no one else here. So, okay. So, and through that conversation, especially because you're an air sign, You know, communication is key for you. You're ruled by Mercury. Communication is your strong suit. So talk to people, talk to the universe, pray more, you know, manifest out loud. Don't just manifest in your mind. And find a new, yeah, because you're getting curious, and you're finding a new way. You're exploring new ways of breaking the cycle that you're in, so you can have your abundance and you can move forward with it. Was there something else I was going to say on that? I just got a couple messages there. Oh, it was there and then it left. It was there and then it left. Right. So, I mean, the current energy is probably a result of the Mercury retrograde, where you're feeling a little bit stuck and a little bit, yeah, and the need to reevaluate. This Page of Swords very much confirms my whole, you know, retrograde, reassess. It's the re. Okay. Show me this future energy, please. Show me this future energy. A few more on that, please. Show me this future energy. Oh, thank you. 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful. Again. Yeah, the 5 of Swords was under there. So you're going to get your wish fulfillment. That's going to happen. 4 of Wands and stability. But yeah. And the 2 of Cups. And actually that's okay. This is so great. Yeah, your waters is where it is the key to this right now. In the world, yeah, the cycle's gonna end. Good. It might need that Tower moment, and you might need to go sit back in that hermit mode again. But, you know, honestly, yeah, the 2 of Cups here with the Judgment. To me, that's coming back to a soul, to soul purpose, a soul connection. And soul connections do not just have to be people. We can have soul connections with our talents, with our skills, with our abilities. And, you know, and this is you finding this. And I'm really happy that you got the 9 of Cups, because you had the Star in the last one. And to me, those are very similar energies in this context, where it's very much wish fulfillment. This is the minor version of that. But your emotional fulfillment garner a level of physical stability. I mean, this is the 11-11 card, even though it's the 4 of Wands. It's the finish line. It's another reason to celebrate. It's stability within your life. You had so many wands in your last reading. I'm happy that the 4 of Wands came out in this one. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of a shakeup happening, and it'll probably be post retrograde. I don't really do timelines and time checks, but I'm feeling it'll be around post retrograde. That once Mercury starts moving again, and you've spent the time in your Page of Swords, you know, listening to the universe, and like I said, even though it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, it is still a step forward, ultimately. And so the progress might feel slow, and maybe that's it. Maybe you're just feeling really impatient. I mean, in your last reading, I was getting a sense of stuck, like a pull and push, but like not really going anywhere. Just kind of still being in the middle and being drawn in all different directions. And maybe that's it, because, you know, as an air sign, you got to move. You are full of movement, and yeah. And it's probably just a matter of, what idea do I follow now? You know, like, you know, if you're trying to create something and you hit a wall and it doesn't work, well, then a step back is necessary to reassess, to do a little more research, to find out where you're blocking yourself with your abundance, to open up that fist, so that way you can receive the message from the universe, but keep pushing forward. And gather a new perspective. Look at it from, not gather a new perspective, sorry, that's wrong. Look at it from all perspectives. The further back we go, the more we can see. So, yeah, that's really cool. And then you'll break the cycle. You'll break the cycle. That things are going well, you feel a little stuck, but you move forward, you have an ascension, you get to the happiness, and then boom, tower moment, and it all happens again. I think the key, and you know, if you have a lot of water placements in your chart, then maybe that's an aspect of your astrology that you need to pay attention to, the water signs and where they sit and where they, if you know your birth chart, because that would be really helpful, I think, it following your waters. I mean, we're all made up of all 4 elements, but your waters seem to be key, and that's great. That's emotional fulfillment. So, and we got a lot of Cancer cards here on the table. We've got Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Yeah. So maybe some of you might have a lot of Cancer placements. Or Virgo. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, because I feel like I got the message across this time. And yeah, just last thing, I remember this is not a negative reading. This is actually a very, very positive reading. And I don't want you to get discouraged because of where the energies are currently at, because there's always a solution, you know, and you've got good things headed your way. You have reason to celebrate heading your way, but it is going to require paying attention to the signs from the universe that you're given. I mean, maybe pay attention to angel numbers. 777 would be one. 999 would be one. Pay attention to those angel numbers, and you'll find the answer that you're seeking to gather your abundance. And yeah, and then if as a water sign myself, I feel for signs that are in kind of a challenging, because it's frustrating. And in your last reading, I kept saying, you know, I'm exhausted for you. I just wanted to go take a nap now, because it seems like a lot of work. But remember, the universe always has your back. And sometimes we need to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, because it is still a step forward. It just might not be moving at the pace you particularly want right now. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. And I love you very much, and I'll see you next time.